Welcome back everybody to this week's video. Okay, today I got something very exciting to share with you guys, okay? This is a creation that I've been working on for a very long time. Behind this blanket hiding is another duplicate of me. Check it out. Where's the 3D model? Where did it go? No. Hey, buddy, come on. Get down from there, all right? Stop dancing. Action. I understand that to give an award-winning performance, you have to get into character. But sometimes, I don't know, it's just not worth it. Like, let me just show you what I mean. This is Samuel L. Jackson in Deep Sea Blue. Let me show you what I mean. It's not worth it. And
how quick they can get that.
This is what he had to go through in this scene.
They can
Watch.
get a whole lot worse. So we're not going to fight anymore. We're going to pull together and we're going to find a way to get out of here. First, we're going to seal off this.
You see, if you want to be able to do a scene this crazy, you have to get into character, but the consequences are your life. It costs you your life to get into character for some of these scenes. Fortunately for us, we live in the age of robots, computers, and AI, so we can enslave the technologies to do these scenes for us and stay in character. So that's actually what we're going to be doing, exactly that. For today's upload, I'm going to be making a rigged 3D model of myself so that we can put my little CG clone in a scene that would otherwise kill me. The first step is to choose an outfit. Then we'll go outside and take the pictures needed for this process. But what is this process exactly? Okay, now that I'm in an outfit that will change the fashion game, we can actually get into the process and how photogrammetry works. Well, because that in itself is a complex science and it could be a whole other video altogether, I'll keep it very simple and relevant just for this video. Photogrammetry is a computer algorithmic technique that takes data from photos of objects, such as myself, that generate 3D point clouds that recreate the area and the content of images and then stitches them together to create a 3D model. The more pictures taken, the more data the computer actually has at its disposal, the higher quality of the 3D model. So let me show you how I did it. First of all, I needed to grab a friend since I'm the subject of the image. Secondly, it would take forever if I were actually snapping a picture and then repositioning and taking another picture and repeating that process the entire time. So instead, I decided to take a video and then convert that to an image sequence later. Right now, I'm recording this segment over a whole day of trial and error and experimenting and trying to find a way to do this. What you're probably seeing on the screen now is footage of my many different attempts of capturing the footage I need to process the data into a 3D model. Anyways, here's some additional photogrammetry tips. So second of all, you want to have your shutter speed cranked up pretty high so that there's no motion blur in your images at all. Third thing you're going to want to need is, and I lack it right now, that is an overcast or cloudy day, so that the light of the sun is diffused, making it a softer light and there isn't these harsh shadows being casted onto the subject's face or the area as well. Fourth thing that you want is to pick a day to go outside and do the shoot. I mean, you could do it inside as well, but if you're going to be doing it outside, you want to pick a day where there's very minimal wind, so that in one shot, you don't have your hair in one position or your clothing or whatever is in the area as well to be in one position and then to have the wind interfere and to move or reposition your hair, clothes, whatever. And that's actually all there is to it. So let's take these pictures and bring them into the computer now. Now, when I tell you guys that I tried literally every option here, all right, I tried so many different softwares, I read studies and articles about how to get this done, I kept coming back to the same result that it just wasn't going to work, accurately at least, for a full human scan of myself. It finished calculating, but our results are pretty rough. To do that, you would need those industrial 3D scanners that they use in the blockbusters and the big video game studios. But fortunately, I actually found the solution to this, and it's not super convenient or conventional, but it works really, really good, as you guys will see here in a second. And I'm gonna sound like I'm sponsored because I'm glazing pretty hard here, but really this answer is so simple. It's Polycam. Polycam is a free app that you can get on your phone. You can scan objects using photos for photogrammetry, or the later phones have LiDAR scanners, so you can actually use lasers to do this as well. But anyways, it scans objects of your choosing and uploads them to the Polycam server's computers, where it processes the images for you and then sends it back to your phone or computer. This works decently well for pretty much most things, but the best thing that you can do for this, specifically for scanning human bodies, is to go body part for body part. So, you know, you do a good scan of your head, then a good scan of your arms, your legs, your torso, and then to bring them into a 3D modeling software such as Maya or Blender, and then to stitch them together to make a Frankenstein hyper-realistic body model. Now that we finally have our 3D model done, we can actually go ahead and upload it to Adobe's free website and software, Mixamo, which automatically will rig it and apply animations to it as well. I went ahead and exported my 3D models in FBX file on Maya, so let's upload that right now. Now that it's done uploading, we can go ahead and orient it, which it's already oriented facing the camera, just as it should. Go next, and then because I stitched this all together, it's not symmetrical, but you're gonna go ahead and place the joints and everything where they belong. So elbows right here, knees right over here, and the groin, and then everything else is good. And let's give that a couple minutes to load and see how it generated. Alright, now it is uploaded and it's processed. Honestly, it looks pretty good. Obviously, I didn't do the best job cleaning up the model. You can see that with the right arm here, but it's looking pretty good. It would look much better if we had the textures and the materials on it, but let's go ahead and check out the different animations we can get with this. We want a dance animation for this. Let's see. Oh my god. Man, technology is so crazy. Look, he's gonna run off screen. He's just gonna keep going. Alright guys, I settled for this one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and download this and then bring it over to Maya. Alright guys, now that we're back here in Maya, we're gonna just go ahead and import the dancing FBX file that we downloaded from Mixamo. Alright, so there it is, and it's not textured. So we're gonna go ahead and quickly link up all the materials and the textures. Alright guys, so now that we have the textures and the materials on the mesh itself, we can scrub through here and see the dance is looking all good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna export this using a custom exporting script. After Effects plugin Element 3D only accepts OBJ and Cinema 4D files, so we need to export this as an OBJ sequence, which it accepts. For the animation to transfer over. So let's go ahead and use that now. Alright guys, so now that we're here in After Effects, I went ahead and imported the video that we'll be using for the composition, and we're going to make a new comp out of that actually right now. So you can see here the whole thing. So first thing we're going to do is do a 3D camera track on this base. While that's going though, we can actually create a new solid. Color does not matter because we're just going to apply Element 3D to it so we can import the FBX. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go ahead and import 3D sequence, and we're just going to grab that. Normalize size, and you can see that that's right here. It doesn't have the texture, so we have to go ahead and alter it so that it does. So we're going to take the default and we're gonna duplicate it and apply the textures to every single one. Alright, so now that we've made all the 3 textures, or all 3 materials, we're going to apply them to their respective meshes. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We're going to actually just put that in, and now we have our mesh. Alright guys, so now the 3D camera track has solved the scene. You can see we have all the points here. All we're going to do is whip around here and grab a collection, an array of dots or tracking points, and we're going to right click and create a solid in camera.
Oh, no. Hey.
Pretty decent. Switch our view over to the 3D camera track. We're going to go reorient the solid so that it is up against the wall of the house.
Hey, buddy, come on. Get down from there, all right? Stop dancing.
Alright, so now we have the oriented solid. We're going to bring our dude back in here and move him to the start. So now we just have to move our guy so that he's on top of the roof. Alright, so now that we have him in the right position, we can actually go ahead and turn down his scale so that he looks to be the right size, and then just go ahead and move him up, and we can also rotate him. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, now that that's rendered a little bit, let's give this a preview even with the quarter of the quality.
No. Hey, buddy, come on. Get down from there, all right?
The animation stops after a second, so we're gonna have to set that to loop. Alright, good. Now that that's looping, let's actually go back into Element and turn down the specularity on it. Alright, good. So now that we've turned down the specular values of it, we're going to actually throw on a HDRI to light the scene. Alright, that's pretty good, but let's see how it actually looks in the scene. That's pretty good. So now we can do a little bit more compositing here. Add a little bit of noise. And it also looks way too sharp, so definitely throw in a blur as well. Very subtle blur. Definitely helps out a little bit here. But everything else is looking pretty good. Alright, so now we're going to cast a shadow onto the roof. So let's go ahead and get a light. Now we got to go back up into Elements, and we can create another solid that's a plane that acts as the roof. So create plane. And I don't know the angle of the roof either, so we're just gonna have to kind of play here and see what looks good. Decent. Really not that bad, actually. Alright, so now we have a shadow. Obviously it's way too strong. So let's go ahead and turn it down.
Stop dancing. Hey, whoa. No.
Alright, so obviously that looks pretty good. There's definitely a lot that can be done to fix this. I couldn't figure out the ragdoll, so he won't be falling off. Maybe I make a follow-up video where I make the CG dude fall down off the roof. We can go ahead and export this, and that'll be the rest of it. And that is how you create a 3D model of yourself. Guys, I had a ton of fun making this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. In fact, I'm gonna make a decision that will come back and haunt me. So once a few more of you guys actually subscribe and our community grows a little bit more, I plan on learning how to make a Discord server so I can actually create one for us, so we can chat it up, hang out, or just share each other's creations. In the description of this video is a download link on my website to the rigged 3D model that I created in this video. Once the Discord server's up and maybe some of you guys come back to this video, you guys can send me the renders or mods you make to the Discord using that model, and maybe I'll make a reaction video or a live stream reacting to your guys' work. This is definitely a really bad idea. Anyways, thanks again, you guys, for watching and giving up some of your time for today's video. I really do appreciate any and all the time that you guys give up to watch my videos. If you guys can do me one last favor, as usual, and either leave a like or a comment, or even if you're new around here and you enjoy this kind of content, if you guys could subscribe, that would mean a whole lot to me. But that's actually all for today's video. I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to another video. Okay. No!